You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
I'm back. Rodrance for our Black and White Sports. It's insane that we are doing this video yet again. But Colin Kaepernick is back in the news after he appeared on the I Am Athlete podcast. And he has now come out and he is on bended knee, no pun intended, wanting to get back into the NFL. Now, of course, for the last several years, he's been accusing the NFL of blackballing him, trying to keep him out of the league. All the while, let us not forget this little gem right here from Colin Kaepernick. Yeah, that's Colin Kaepernick right there in a video where he is calling the NFL a bunch of slave drivers, and this is guys that are supposed to be at the NFL Combine. He compared NFL Combine in the NFL Draft to slavery. Let us not forget that as we go into this. But now he is begging to get back in the league. Odd. It hasn't been that long since this video came out. We're talking November 1st last year is around the time this video come out. Now, let us also keep in mind before we go into this, the Ray Lewis. Ravens were ready to sign Colin Kaepernick until racist gesture by girlfriend. Now, there she is right there. That's his girlfriend, tweeting out a picture of Steve Bisciotti and Ray Lewis, and she decides to put a picture of Leonardo DiCaprio and Samuel Jackson's character together in a loving embrace from Django Unchained. Now, we know exactly what she was trying to drive at. Once again, Ray Lewis, Ravens were ready to sign Colin Kaepernick until racist gesture by girlfriend. Now, let us go back even further. NFL disappointed after Colin Kaepernick moves workout. That's right. Remember? After George Floyd, the NFL decided to virtue signal and go out there and set up a workout. All these clubs were going to be represented. And at the last minute, Colin Kaepernick moved said workout. Nobody's exactly sure why he did that. Now, let's go back even further. This is 2016. The Broncos are offering Kaepernick an annual salary of $7 million for 2016 and 2017. A source close to the situation told CSN BayArea.com. This was when he was still with the Niners, about to get released. Kaepernick and the Broncos have made progress on a contract that would run through 2020. ESPN's Adam Schefter reported. Kaepernick decided he didn't want that contract. Keep in mind, it says would have run through 2020. Oh, now, let's flash forward over to right here. Colin Kaepernick, I'm willing to play backup quarterback. I just need an opportunity. This is from the I Am Athlete podcast. Listen to this.
Carmelo Anthony, NBA. Can Carmelo Anthony go from being Carmelo Anthony and coming off the bench? Can he take league minimum, right? Are you willing to do what Carmelo Anthony did? If an opportunity presented itself today and they said, we want to bring you in as the backup, would you take that?
Yeah.
You'll take that? If an opportunity...
I know I have to find my way back in. Okay. So, yeah, if I have to come in as a backup, that's fine.
Well, wait a minute now. Once again, November 1st, last year, you're calling the NFL a bunch of slavers. Now, after numerous opportunities to get back into the league, all of which I just presented, you have decided that you're ready to come back to the NFL. Let's look at this story again, okay? Colin Kaepernick just wants to play in the NFL. Are you sure? Because I just don't believe you. I think you're a massive con artist. I think you have been. For the last 6 years, you've been a damn con artist. Even if it means signing on as a backup quarterback, I just need that opportunity to walk through the door. So now, you're willing to get back in the league. Keep in mind, you were a bottom third quarterback when you were still in the NFL. You got benched for Blaine Gabbert. I'm a 49ers fan. You got benched for Blaine Gabbert, okay? You're willing to get back into the league that you just called November 1, 2021, not that long ago. We're talking 7 months ago. You're trying to get back into the league now as a backup quarterback into the league that you called a bunch of NFL slavers. Wow. The grift is strong, the con artist is strong, and the hypocrisy is off the charts with Colin Kaepernick. 34-year-old quarterback sat down for a rare interview with Chad Johnson, Adam Pac-Man Jones, and Brandon Marshall for an episode of I Am Athlete. After recent workout near House of Athlete facility in Weston, Florida, where Colin discussed his desire to get back in the NFL. This is TMZ. Marshall asked Kaepernick if he'd be willing to take a role similar to Carmelo Anthony in the NBA, where the future Hall of Famer signed for the veterans minimum, about $2.6 million, to play a minimized role with the Lakers. Colin's answer: yes, as long as he starts when he proves he's the best person for the job. I know I have to find my way back in, so if I come in as a backup, that's fine, Kaepernick told the guys. But that's not where I'm staying, and when I prove that I am the starter, I want to be able to step on the field as such. I just need an opportunity to walk in the door. Of course, Kaepernick has not played in the NFL since 2016, where he started 11 games for the 49ers. Kaepernick has long accused the league of blackballing him for his kneeling protest, filing a lawsuit alleging the owners colluded against him in an effort to keep him out of the NFL. He settled that lawsuit. Over 3 years later, despite adamantly saying he's ready to play, Cap has yet to get signed by an NFL franchise. Well, once again, the Ravens and the Broncos both were going to sign this guy. He blew both opportunities. He didn't like the Broncos contract. By the way, Schefter said it was a contract to play through 2020. Okay, all this controversy, all this time off. You could have been in the league through 2020 if you would have shown you were worth a shit. Or you would have been signed by the Ravens until your girlfriend tweeted out some Django Unchained slave shit. There's only one person that has kept Colin Kaepernick out of the NFL, and it's been Colin Kaepernick. And now I'm trying to figure out how he's not being called out by everybody for being a hypocritical piece of shit. I mean, how can you be any more hypocritical? You went on a video and called the NFL a bunch of slavers, and now you're on video saying you're willing to get back into the same slave-driven league, supposedly. You're trying to get back in as a backup quarterback? Wow. Now look, the slave comparison was ludicrous to begin with. It was absolutely appalling towards everything that happened back in those days of actual slavery. I mean, it was appalling that Colin Kaepernick went there to begin with. It was ludicrous. It was stupid. But the same league you called a bunch of slave drivers, you're still wanting to get back into. Does anybody else see the hypocrisy here? See the con artist here? And keep in mind, he's in with Nike. He's in with Netflix. If he was to even get back in the league as a backup, he's saying, I'm willing to take backup money. Don't think there's not some brave, stunning, and courageous documentary that's going to come along with that, with Colin Kaepernick back in the NFL. Hell, the NFL might get involved by putting Hard Knocks there just to document Colin Kaepernick's comeback, and then the NFL's making money off this virtue signaling con artist. Unbelievable. I'm now willing to take backup money. You could have done that 3 years ago, by the way. Most quarterbacks would have. I mean, Joe Flacco, a Super Bowl winning quarterback, has been a backup for what, 4 years now? Just because he likes to be around football? Just because he wants to stay in the league? Joe Flacco, a Super Bowl winning quarterback, and I'm sorry, but Joe Flacco was better than Colin Kaepernick at one time, plain and simple. I don't care if you like that or not. That's just a fact. He was willing to be a backup a long-ass time ago. Colin Kaepernick was not Once again, Colin Kaepernick moved to workout, had a contract offer, a lengthy one from the Broncos, didn't want it, was getting signed by the Ravens. Ray Lewis confirmed that until his girlfriend blew it for him. Once again, for the second time, something connecting Kaepernick to NFL and slavery. She tweets out a picture of the dude from Django Unchained, Sam Jackson's character, and Leonardo DiCaprio's character, and you decide now that this league that is supposed to be so racist and horrible, by the way, they're doing so much virtue signaling, they're pushing so many fans away. This league has gone so pathetically woke yesterday with their diversity meetings that exclude whites. Doing all this thing to ruin their own brand, this is the league that you're saying you're willing to be a backup in now. The hypocrisy is absolutely nuts with this guy. The grift is unbelievable. And again, you can't tell me that there's not going to be something else besides quarterback that's going to line his pocket if somebody actually signs him. Tell me what you think, black and white sports fans. Wow. Willing to take backup money now. I just wanted to make sure that everybody remembered the opportunities that this guy got that he blew. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.